Now, adding and removing elements. You can add an element to the end of an array using the push method. You can remove an element from the end of an array using the pop method. So push will add to the end, pop will remove from the end. You can add an element to the beginning of an array using the onShift method. You can remove an element from the beginning of an array using the shift method. So I'm going to try with the push and pop. You can try for the remaining one. So let's say we want to add a new element. We want to add grapes. So we call fruit inventory, and then what do? We say dot push, right? And we want to push, we want to add, let's say grapes, and then the number of grapes. Okay, we don't need those things for now. Let's just put it like this. And when we hit enter, it adds it to there, and it's outputting the number of items that we have inside of our fruit inventory. Now, if we console log fruit inventory, we're going to have what? We're going to have grapes as part of them. Okay, console is not, I console log, not console. So I keep making that mistake. Console.log fruit inventory. So you see, grapes is not part of it. Now, let's say we want to remove something from it. That is what? That is the dot pop. Dot pop will remove an element from the end of the array. So when we say fruit dot pop, in this case, I don't need to put the item I want to remove. And when I say enter, it removes the last one, which is grapes. If I should do that again, it's going to remove mangoes, right? So now let's console.log fruits inventory. Now we're going to have just two items in it, which is apples and oranges. So your task is add more items to this by using the push method after you must have removed until you get to the two items left in the array. Try to remove to get to two items there, then add more to it. Like so, at the end of the day, let's have like 10 items in our array. Okay, so that's for pop and push. You can try for onShift. So an element, you can add an element to the beginning of an array. So when you do onShift, remember push, we put it at the end. onShift, we put it at the beginning. You can remove an element from the beginning of an array using the shift method. For example, to add a new fruit, okay. So updating elements, you can update the value of an element in an array by using the square bracket notation and the index of the element you want to update. For example, to update the number of bananas in stock to 12, you would use the following code: JavaScript fruit inventory 3 equal to 12. Okay, so let's use this example with what we have here. So let's say we want to update. So we say fruits inventory, and we call the index value of it. So right now we have two items in it. So that will be 0 and 1. Let's say we want to change oranges to something else. And we say equal to, and whatever we want to put here. Let's say we want to put grapes again. So when we console log fruit industry inventory, we're going to have apples and grapes now. right? So we've changed oranges to grapes. That's how we can update. So in the next video, we're going to be looking at a project. We're building a shopping cart application. So let's cut it and get ready for the next one.